Now, a Good Business San Diego financial news update, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management.
Hi, I'm Roy Robertson, and I'm here with Brent Wilsey, the president of Wilsey Asset Management. Today, Brent joins us to talk about the continuing controversy over access to TikTok in the United States and the potential risk if your data continues to be exposed through the social media app. Huge concerns on this, Brent. Glad you're here to comment on it today. This is an issue that's gone to the Supreme Court and beyond, still unresolved.
Still unresolved, and again, the Supreme Court did rule against it, unanimously, by the way.
Yes.
And then Trump, when he got in office, he said we're going to suspend this for 75 days. Now, what has to happen is that it can't stay as it is. We need a TikTok, U.S. TikTok, that is 100% U.S. It can have no attachment to China. And also, too, there is value there. Well, we have to realize that TikTok does have about 170 million viewers. Right. There's a lot of value there. It's probably worth multi-billion dollars. But without that, it's worth nothing. So I think a deal will be made, perhaps.
The ownership has been the concern because it's Chinese-owned at this point.
Yep.
And they've been saying potentially if it moves to an American buyer, it operates normally as a social media platform. How do you think this all gets resolved?
Well, let's talk about the problem that I have. It's China. And I remember growing up, communism is terrible. But now it's been no issue. So people are like, what's the big deal? Let me read to you. And I want to make sure I get this right, what the Chinese Communist Party believes in. They believe in the party is silence, dissent, and restrict the rights and freedoms of citizens. And again, dissent means you can't talk against us. You can't say anything bad against the government. It includes population control, arbitrary detention, censorship, forced labor, and very important, pervasive media, which means they can tell the media, you say this. It's not factual, it doesn't matter. Government told you to say this, you say this. This is why we do not want them in our media in any sort at all. And again, it's important to know that China, there's no Facebook, there's no Instagram there. Right. They don't want it because they can't control it. Right. They want to find out what's going on here.
And increasingly, there's been more propaganda, more media manipulation that you've seen. And then, of course, you've got the concern as far as the data, which really is the biggest concern in terms of the access to that for American users.
And that is a problem, the data. What they could do with that data, because they have that data. And keep in mind, you see all these, senders with all this data and all these mines that they have. I mean, there's so much data out there now. That's why they have these data centers. Well, they keep it forever. So you could be a young person, 15, 16, on TikTok doing something, and it's fine now as a teenager. But down the road 20 years, now maybe he's in public office, or he is a military leader, or something to do with the government, and the Chinese want him to do something. Well, if you don't do this, we're blackmailing you. That can definitely happen. And I also talked, too, about how they can put things in. We know that China wants to take over Taiwan, which we cannot let that happen. But they can persuade their viewers lightly, gently, that yes, China is a good thing. This would be a good thing. And China's very patient. They're not worried about 6 months from now. They said by 2050, they'll be the world leader. Right. They will do it slowly. So this is why we want no control from the Chinese government over any media. And they can't buy CBS, they can't buy NBC, they can't buy any of these major companies because they cannot be in the media. That's why the Supreme Court said, no, it is a media.
So you are in favor strongly of the Supreme Court ban staying in place, and we'll have you back.
I hope
in
that
the
came
next
across
couple of
because
weeks.
I'm 100% against
certainly
it.
Did.
Yes.
You kind of made that clear.
And again, if younger people, talk to your grandparents, talk to your parents about what communism really is. So.
Okay. Thanks so much, Brent Wilsey.
You're welcome.
You can reach Brent, by the way, at 858-224-0004, or you can find him online at smartinvesting2000.com. And Brent's here every Wednesday at 6:55 with a weekly commentary, and we thank you for watching.
Financial News Update. Now, live from KUSI, this is Good Business San Diego.